Is458. My name is Professor Fahmi Jalani. Today we'll be covering the process of innovation. So let's dig in. So what is innovation? You keep frequently hear this discussion of innovation. It basically depends. Okay. If you look at the diagram here, we have in Amazon, we have 65,000 books that's available. Could be more. As for Google, the search result be 20 million or more. Technically, it's an improvement of the existing product or a new product. Having said that, at the end of the day is profit, and there is the relationship between invention and investment. In invention, you create new idea, concept, which lead to innovation, where people find solution to a problem, and with that solution, it'll be turned into a product to be commercialized through a business company or enterprise. As for 3M, quite well-known company. It's a very innovative company with the Post-it, with say sunscreen, for example, for cars. According to Dr. Jeffrey Nicholson, research is the transformation of money into knowledge. Okay, and innovation is the transformation of knowledge into money. So with commerce, you have the profit, and there companies will tend to have research, and through this research they will innovate a new product and they will market it to boost their business. Okay. Process of innovation. Okay. We have invention, innovation, and investment. So invention for ad hoc. Okay. Opposite is structured. Some companies are done through gut feeling. Most companies through trial and error. They will need to be disciplined once the product is finalized or in the market. Setting up would be disorganized. Big companies are set up, for example, Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, and many more successful company set up, some of them from the bedroom, some of them from the garage, and some of you might be setting up your own company. Okay, and from there they will be organized as the structure of the company is formed. And optimism, most new entrepreneur if young and they are striving to innovate something, and with youth you will tend to have energy and time at your advantage. And companies like Facebook, as for example, Twitter, and IG or TikTok, they are technically trying to be in the market for a valid purpose, to not only to socialize but to help people, okay, to connect people. And some companies are the right person, the right time, while some are planned. Okay, most of it are started by individual with an idea, and from there it's scalable. Okay. to an enterprise. Process. First, you have the idea. Okay. Next, you have to question: say the idea is strong enough to move forward. Business proposition, where you draft out your plan of execution, budget. Okay. And is it feasible for the market? Okay. Is there a demand for it? Okay. And next, we have a plan, the overall plan. To further break down, okay, we have persona mapping, where people, individual or team, throw in ideas to have an overall picture of the plan or business. And it could be technology mapping too. What are the software, hardware, technology available in the market right now that could support this? It could be mobile devices that could run this application, or what are the types of brands of mobile, iPhone, Samsung, Android. Okay. Next, we have business proposition. What's the product and service? Okay. Who are the market for? The users particular. And what are they used for? Okay. So at the end of the day is, this is time and money and effort put in. Will there be any profit? Okay. Feasibility. Okay. Is it applicable for an industry? Which market? Which product? What company or team? Okay. And then we have investor pitch and in-depth. Okay. Let's take a look at first step. Okay. Ideas and solution. Here we have persona mapping. Okay. And technology mapping. So like most of us would know that the first solution is really the best solution. So most startup, nothing is perfect. Product tend to be improved along the way. And here the diagram we show that here we have the people, okay, perception, evaluation, at time study group, right? From there they have a outcome, drafting out personal potential solution, and next also at the same time we have ideas, invention, effect, and effect on the technology map. As the idea begin, okay, you have to question. So some question that you have to ask is, what does it do? What's so special about it? What does it compare to? Is there any competitor in the market? The effect of it, okay, is it positive or negative? What are the factors affecting it? So why is it so important to do it? And is there any limitation? Okay. Next we have market research. Okay. People, community, persona. Okay. This is basically to find out who are the user, who are the expert, influencer, what they need, supply and demand. Okay. What's the outcome desire, what experiences desire. As the technology evolve and it integrate into the community, new solutions could be seen. Here they show the outcome and result with for example a product test, for example, or beta testing, or soft launch. Okay. We see the demand of the user, the value that the user put in. Is it positive, negative? What the reaction are? Right? And not forgetting the geography of the product. It could be in Asia, it could be in North or South America, it could be in Europe, it could be Middle East. Okay, it depends on the geography too. Okay, the ease of use and the perceived usefulness of the product. So cause and effect, perception value, what can we do it? How can we do it? Who will value it? Value what it does. Okay. So here they say all innovation begins as invention, but not all inventions are innovation. Okay, so technically commercialized starts with innovation, but not all innovations are commercialized. Okay, not every great ideas could have a market. See. There's some factors, for example, probably there is not enough demand in order to produce that product. It could be, for example, a certain model of a car which was not produced, even though the technology was quite high end on that category. Okay. One example, it could be, correct me if I'm wrong, could be Segway. Segway was at peak at the moment, but today it tends to die down because the demand is not there. And also things like PDA, personal device. Some of you have heard of Palm computers, which went peak for a period of time, but as new invention of mobile phone, smartphone, it has replaced PDA. Next, take a look at business proposition. Some question asks, what's the product, what's the user product, and how does the business make money. Next, in terms of creating business proposition, we have a solution, business proposition, what influences, and offering. Okay, so some question asks, what is the product, the customer, why they want to buy it, and how do you make money from it. Okay? That's the bottom line. Okay, profit. So again, the question asks, what's the product, what does the business do, what's the target customer, are they justified, what's the value to it, and the pricing, are they consistent or competitive with other product. Let's take a look at the diagram. This is basically the growth or decline of life insurance company. These are some of the questions that they ask in terms of sales, in terms of profit, in terms of policy, which they frequently ask, like a cycle, and everything is interrelated. For example, features, licensing, joint venture. Okay. So also we need to ask questions like supply chain, how are you gonna distribute the product, is it a niche market, for large BO, is there any shares, potential shares to be introduced to the stock exchange. For all these points, they are interrelated, overlap on the influence map. Okay, so as time moves, companies or individuals need to relook or revisit it. Next is feasibility studies. We have market, industry, product, company and team. Here the diagram shows on a macro level the market dominant and industry dominant domains. We have market attractiveness, how attractive are the product, industry attractiveness, use what the 5 forces. Okay? And micro is more on a target segment, benefit, attractiveness, the persona of the user or buyer or consumer, sustainable advantage, are the product different, or is it a copy or a improved version of another product or another company, things like that. And having said that, it's basically a team domain. Okay, are your team prepared to execute it with the same mission and value chain? So for the last step, we have business planning, where it's technically an investment pitch, okay, and more into in-depth planning. Okay. So basically here there tends to be a report that is generated, okay, bullet points, graph, could be case study at the same time, diagram, pictures. Okay. Next we have key element. We have solution, for example, some advantage that you need to propose to the investor, business model, the value chain, the market, the size of market, who are the users, the segmented, okay, is there potential growth of the product, competitiveness, who are our competitiveness players in the market, okay, how you going to market the product and sales, operation, company building, okay, milestone, for example, in 5 or 10 years, what's the company going to do, finance, what's the projection, capital requirements, management, bio key, personnel, organization chart. These are some of the points that you need to show to the investor. Okay. So this is further steps like 1 and 2 is business solution model, you need to take a look. Step 3 is market industry competition, and step 4 is sales and finance operation and management. So essentially the business plan is non-stop. It's an ongoing activity where you refine or make improvement on the report. So it has to be reviewed regularly, which some company don't do. So a proper plan is better than no plan for innovation. So I do encourage my students to innovate and start up your own company, especially prior graduation, where it's a learning process which you can get advice from the professor, where you challenge yourself in meeting the new norms. As today, companies are grown or start up like mushrooms, wild mushroom. This totally encourage the younger generation to have a say in the economy, and it's depend as compared to the olden times business where it is brick and mortar. It's more structured. Today with IT especially, businesses could be changed or innovate quickly with a click of a button. So I hope to see my students to get involved in especially IT entrepreneurship. So that's pretty much it for this class. If you have any question, please feel free to email me, or get an appointment with me. Uh, Stay safe and bye bye. Thank you very much.